I'm John Proxy, and welcome to whatever I'm calling my channel. I've completely forgotten how I do the intros to these videos, because I took quite a long break. I think like 3 months I took off, because I'm trying to make my own game, but I'm back playing Disco Elysium, so I'm going to remember what my YouTube channel's called. I'm going to remember what we were trying to achieve in this game that I've been really enjoying, and that I'm not entirely sure why I took a break from. I kind of do know why I took a break from it. So, what's not going to like it? Let's have a look at what we were trying to do. Just going to ask the scab leader about tattoos. Oh yes, okay, I remember the conversation we had now. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. Yes, I remember that one as well. Fish market at 10. Fishing village into the boardwalk. Cool. Figurines. Ruby on the coast. That's kind of the important thing. Union and cryptozoology business might end. Gotta find the bullet chases. There's a weapon. We know that one. So yeah, we can wait a day for that one potentially. I think we have time to do that. But we should speak to the union member, shouldn't we? What is my channel called? I've got 2 YouTube channels now, which I should probably mention. The new one's called the Jomfluence, which is a nice easy one to remember. But it's because I've renamed my channel recently. Anyway, you're watching it on this channel, so it's called that. There's a little blur there. I'm just going to pause this recording and make sure everything's shut down so there's no interference. Right. Welcome to the proximity. Yes, I did have time to look that up. Trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. Flew lie on their backs. The legs twitching. Still no phasmid. All things. Across the bridge. So we know one union guy, so I'm just going to go to him straight away. He's not you.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Where are you from, Silene? Get banned on me today. Okay, let's not get distracted, because I might as well get this game done, right? Been enjoying it, but it should end. It deserves an ending.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Take out the picture. I don't think so, he grunts, barely glancing at it. Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea. We're investigating a murder. These tattoos were on the victim's body. Give him a photo. Silence. Takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. Hard as stone, but beneath it, see dead flesh in colourful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair. After a while, he cranes his head side to side in size. Fucking loincloths really did him in. Loincloths? Yeah. He's clenching his teeth. There was a silent pressure behind them. Can you tell me what the tattoo means? What it means points to one tiny star in this web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. He squints at it, it's so small. You want to hear what happened here? Yes. Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Banata, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. Panatal is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminoles archipelago near the Pale, covered in jungle. Vietnam, I'm guessing? It was an anchor point for the Seminoles nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory. Spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men were getting restless. There was talk of switching employers. He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly. I can sure my sound is here. It is, but the Elgato is kind of loud, so I'm going to turn it down a tad. So I'm louder. It was adjusted for other games. Just going to do it a little bit more. There we go. That would have been super loud. And then I made a loud noise. Some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off. Don't interrupt him. Hear it. Our boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon, his voice gets strangely quiet. A long, long way from right to work. His strange gaze pierces the paper. At dawn he comes upon two kipts breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I'd like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless. But the girl, she was nice. Little fat, you know, but not too old. Say nothing. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make chief there. He nods towards the man on the gates, shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. He suddenly bursts out laughing. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Suddenly the laughter stops. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass. Something stirs in your stomach. Fucking hell, something stirs in my stomach. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colourless. Odorless. It's... evil. You were there? No, I was in the domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer. You're not really a scab leader, are you? Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off, but... He shrugs. He's under orders, and orders are orders. Evil. You bet it was. What is evil? It's just nature. This guy. He pointed the picture. He used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place. So this guy didn't do that, but it was the coward they were talking about, but I mean they all did terrible things. Can I have it back? Go ahead. He turns towards the gate, slowly, and yells, "Alright, free commerce, keep the goods flowing." In the photo in your hand, the dead man's skin is studded with stars, tens, hundreds of them, glittering his dead skin. You the mercenary hired by Wild Pines. "Free flow of commerce!" The man yells and wipes his face, sweating dripping down his brow. Say very quietly, is there a tribunal being governed by any chance? Fucking bug, breathes out slowly, his giant chest deflating and his mouth slightly open. I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it won't last long until it's ready. How about you fuck off now, huh? Okay, of course. Lieutenant says, his voice soothing calm. He looks at you. There could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time. Okay. The man's breathing steadies. His eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right to work dance back on. I'm just going to leave it there. We haven't been to the island yet, have you? So these are all the island stuff. So we've got the pig at 10. What did I want to get up? Nice to have my conceptualization super high. We'll have a look at our tests, though. That's this. I completely forgot it looked like that. I'm sorry. How do I do this again? I have to remember what these mean. Those on the white are available to try now. Well, let's try all the whites. We'll figure out leveling up later. We have to wait until 10. So I'm not going to do it in a logical order. I'm just going to go down the list because it's my brain. It's been a while since I've recorded. Get over here. Take a sip of drink. There's stuff I can buy here as well. Wait for this to load. Fail at this barbell. Oh my word, I did it! Yeah! Conjuring up inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble. But you're a savage. This is a children's game. Fuck yeah! Oh, fuck. Oh my word. I didn't get to read what they said, but a warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you've ever set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone hears this? What if they know you're here? Good technique. Lieutenant nods in approval. Cool. Haha! I don't even know if that got me anything. What's next? Barred door isn't actually something you can do, and it's going to annoy me forever. Because it's not barred. It's open. He's dead, so I can't really do that one either. It'd be nice if you cross them off or something. Well, we're actually there, so actually I should do. Sleeping dock worker. We'll try the man from Jumdal. Because we're right there, as I said before. One, two, 1, 2. Yes. I think it's over here. Pain threshold. I want to buy the Dalaman book. Cool. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to do that, but leave. A classic on the frontispiece. An anatomically unrealistic muscle man is reaching into the mountain stream, yearning to touch his glimmering mirror image. His eyes are full of childlike wonder. On the blood-soaked snow right next to him lie 2 giant Zweihanders. The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Jumdal standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His 2 Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore. Hell yeah. Behind him rise the harsh snow-capped peaks of the native Northlands, the bold red letters, the title, Jelm Dalaman, the man from Jelmdal, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her private strategically covered by her flowing black hair. Look at the back cover. The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Jelmdal saga. Meet man from Jelmdal, his faithful blood brother, Tearbold, the noble lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for Jelmdal. Below, in smaller font, you see a parenthetical, adapted from The Man from Jelmdal, and the Necromancer's Treasure, The Man from Jelmdal, Lord of Hrothgar, and The Man from Jelmdal, The Curse of Nachtharer. A brazen attempt to bilk fans for more money by splicing together old stories under a new title. The publishers must have a dim view of their readership. Their main concern is the continuation of the franchise, not making literary history. Read the first couple of pages. The story opens in media res. The man from Jelmdal and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their numbers as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Jelmdal and his blood brother noble, Tearbold, are left standing against the dead horde. It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tearbold cries as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades. Wow, they're in trouble now. 9. Tearbold, the man from Jelmdal, bellows over an army of flesh and bone. Have courage! For the Northlands! For Jelmdal! He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through the ranks of deathless surrounding the necromancer. Hand-eye coordination. The writer has never held a sword in their life, let alone two-handed swords at the same time. It is physically impossible for a human being to effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation. And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like rag dolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in the accursed temple where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floor. Skip ahead. A few chapters later, the man from Jelmdal and Tearbold are in a completely different setting. High above in an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that have always seemed to appear at narratively convenient moments. Some XP, lovely. This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Jelmdal to rid his kingdom of the Nachtharer, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic power. The man from Jelmdal extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of the winter does not budge. So, yeah, bloody hell. John, what was your brain doing then? All aboard for slaughter and glory. You skip past the section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as a long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest of Yezdor, where our heroes infiltrate Nachtharer's dire hall. In the centre of the great hall stands a blood altar, on which a pair of Nachtharers are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the Nachtharer forbidden magic. As the royal ceremony ends, the sound of steel and sheathing draws the Nachtharer's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. Swiftly the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheath glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Jelmdal and its valiant blood brother Tearbold. Whoa, I did not see that coming. In an instant, the Nachtharer summons a horde of gibbering orcanoids. Or gibbering, I never know. I think it's gibbering. Who rush to our heroes. The The hall, there's just the one, fill with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with screaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Gelmdal and Tyrbald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul neck their air. The man from Gelmdal's solidite blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into desperate melee. Cut him up, Gelmdalaman! He probably is, but you can't be sure, because this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote saying, to be continued. Gelmdalaman at the gates of tomorrow, coming soon to your local bookstore. Considering the sheer amount of different Gelmdalaman books out there, it's very unlikely you'll find the sequel. The man from Gelmdal stares at you on the cover, his face fixed in a grim resolve. I'll put the book away. There we go, I got some stuff out of that. I don't actually think that was the, maybe it was. Maybe it's outside. We'll see. But yeah, reading gets me thoughts because I'm built that way. Maybe I'll talk to her about it. Revashal. Orania and Clasia.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime.
I have lots of money now. Right, I don't know how to get the Gelmdal stuff. Maybe it's just not available anymore. We'll leave it for the time being. See what else is on the list. The abandoned lorry. Oh, that's good, because that seems important. Drainage pipe as well. Physical instrument, yeah. We'll do the trash container first. But yeah, we'll do all of the physical instruments, I think. Since we got Stronk. Ooh, measure head as well. Drink some tea. You know what? It won't let me, will it? Because it's already unlocked. I mean, that was loud. Fair enough. Abandoned lorry. That is an important one. I must have broke into this one. Never mind then. Sorry, I forgot. Fine, I'll just do the sleeping dock worker if he's about. I think I'm too far in the game to try and min-max it now anyway. But at the same time, I am literally waiting until 10. I don't know where he is. I didn't even know I could go that way. Was that the sleeping dock worker? I don't know where the sleeping dock worker is. I think there's less for me to do than it looks like then. Wooded door? I don't even remember that. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Try conceptualization medium. I don't even remember what that is.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
No, I don't want to. And yeah, I can't punch him. Okay, cockatoo, medium. And this, the net. It's items, isn't it? I'm just looking through. Alright, what am I doing wrong? Why aren't any of these available? Are they locked? No, it says they're available now, but I can't see them. Oh, I didn't even know that was locked from me. I'll try the dice again. But yeah, basically, we should finish this game. And it's not going to take too long. I suspect by the end of this week. If I remember where the hell to go. Oh, I can get a torch out, can't I? Will he literally not walk about if I don't get his torch? I'm gonna go back downstairs then. I mean, I have no idea how to get to that lady. I know I can ting on this. Yeah, that was foolish, wasn't it? That was dumb, John. Oh, I forgot I'd shaved and gotten rid of the smile. It's one of the reasons I paused, because like, I massively regretted that. A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. Stones and minerals on the shelves rattle, so agitated. For a moment, it almost feels like you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere. Hey Neha, the curse is real, and I figured out why it has spared you. Didn't we already talk about this? She asks, as the wind continues to seep in through the cracks of the old chimney. It's because you're not in the same building as the other. This technically isn't the doomed commercial area. What are you talking about? She says, checking ahead. My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10. No. The old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up, yet it has a different address in the heart of the city. No, this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You're in the chimney of another building. This doesn't make any sense. She looks around the makeshift nest that she carved out for herself, bewildered. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where's this coming from? Just using logic. It's windy in here. Probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown. Point above. She says, looking up. You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow's gone. Does it mean I'm safe from failure? Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face. What? Do you know what this is? She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger. Lucky charm? A Seminese ward? It's a mourning ring, she supplies. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewellery shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Centre, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it to the ground within a year. I didn't have what you'd call a viable business plan. Why are you telling me this? It wasn't just a jewellery shop either. I always thought that it was just the world, that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeeded. And now you're telling me, what? She closes her eyes. It's all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside the abandoned chimney. Don't call it a dump. You made it nice and cozy here. Yeah. She stares out of the window, not really hearing your words. Maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you wanted. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever... Sorry, I wasn't expecting the curse to suddenly get all meta. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be. You can try again. Still, there's something inherently violent about dice rolls. It's really nice. I really love that the curse became a real plot point, but you had to try really hard to find it. Because, like, you go in here with facts and logic, right? To go, no, there's no such thing as a curse. And it's a wonderful plot point. And it's not a curse, it's like a hole in the wall, a literal, like a physical thing. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world. He picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light. A precarious world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. Gives you a tired smile. I've got the precarious world. Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory is business ventures and creative understandings. Victory in love and over other people. Political victory. Ideological victory. Hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though. Not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone mostly losing. Why is that? How do you not lose? 4 hours. Temporary research bonus. All red checks fail. Oh my word, that's a terrible thing. But might get rid of this. I can't. I don't have room. See, should have kept that, shouldn't I? Because this definitely isn't from worth it. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah. Where's the way out? Okay, we're going to go across the river. Tempted to undo it, but I won't. But I'm tempted to. Can we make that phone call, or is it too late? Too early, even. Not yet. One morning, okay. Yeah, that's gonna bug me now. Because I had that skill point. You know what? Books. I can just buy books. We'll see what I get from books. Oh, I didn't even... What's this? Huh. I didn't even know that existed. Huh. Well, it's only taken me like 100 hours to find that. Has that always been there? I'm talking to the fisher lady, because I've got a check I can do with her, I think.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Suggestion heroic. She needs to go on a date with another drunk. Let's fail at this. Oh yes, she does. You need to get your drink on. there is no other way for a human being to procreate, not after 6,000 years of cultivation-based mating rituals. Since the dawn of mankind, our gull has watched over the reprocreation of our species. Lay with me, let's celebrate the gull. Now there's a whole shipment of big words. She looks at you from head to toe. May mankind be plentiful, I guess. Can I get back to my nets now? She doesn't even understand you asked her out. Perhaps you're too sober to pull it off right now. Try again later. Okay, how do I get the time to pass? Can I just do random talking?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Okay, let's buy some books. I'm really tempted to load my game, but like I've committed to not scumming. Like the thing is, I've not actually gained anything from this skill that I leveled up. I didn't even use it. Let's create a new save. Right, there were no saves between here and there. So, no, not happening. So yeah, May. It's the last time I played it. Right, so yeah, set in stone, and that's for the best, right? But I need to pass time while the dude is here, otherwise I can't get anything done. I just need to pass 2 hours. We're basically forced to read books. Well, I could just continue the what? The plot. I could continue the plot. Because I can't see anything else. All these appear to not be available. You know, the drainage pipe, I think, is still available. But I don't know if I need money for anything. I'm just going to buy those books. Yeah, so we've just been biding our time, really. Although, if I do the dock walker, the sewage pipe, that sort of makes it come full circle with the physical instrument. Pain threshold. Really? I didn't know that was locked. Oh, that's annoying. I want to buy the Suzerainty game. Oh, I didn't know there were games. That's the Dick Mullen first. Another Dick Mullen book, woefully misrepresenting the police work. In this one, our detective returns from a trip having successfully solved a 100-year-old cold case, only to embark on another. Does he finally face the taxing nature of his occupation? No, he doesn't even look like a normal law officer. Let's examine the cover. The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising behind him are 2 silhouettes wrapped in passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. Seems to sum up the premise nicely. Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect. You really reading that, detective? I'm looking for advice on being a real detective. Well, you won't find it in there. Those books are much more about ravishing dames and gunplay than real police work. Start reading. The story opens with a knock on the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favour on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him from Vesper to a small town along the Insular coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked and returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights. An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that is offensive to all upstanding officers of the law. Look, I can't judge. 2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vesper police and is charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in the bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in, by a man matching Mullen's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days, so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence. The clock... No way Mullen did it. Keep reading. Of course Mullen didn't do it. It's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered. He meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Deanna Denevue. Now it's getting interesting. Denevue reveals that she was Spillane's lover, and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of the powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting the Spillane dead. Tell me about the corrupt police captain. Outwardly, see, we're getting there time-wise, the old police captain is a real law-and-order crypto-fascist, barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to a pulp, but he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder? I want to hear about the politician's son. Typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though a former prosecutor has nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height, and while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own. What about that art collector? It's 9:30, John. Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way old Spillane did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Denevue. Could it be this is all over the sordid love triangle? Okay, let's get on with the story. 9:45. One evening, Deanna Denevue comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer. How does Mullen expect to solve the murder if he's sleeping with witnesses? The man's a prosecutor's nightmare. Solving the murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct. That's just Dick Mullen's modus operandi. He might get bent. He might bend the rules, but he closes cases no one else can. I'm not sure I'm happy with this, but maybe the story will turn it around. As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Denevue turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something I meant to tell you. I love you." Always aim for the centre of mass. Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly. I don't actually have time because it's like 9:48. Can I save my game here? I cannot. Fuck. When Mullen comes to, Denevue is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes had covered him with her blood. Double fuck. Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel. Knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Dinnerview's body, they haven't been tipped off already. Fleeing a crime scene... Hang on. Have I missed this already then? Okay, well, we'll see. I may have to undo this conversation, right? Also, it's... Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even Detective Mullen didn't commit murder. He should be facing years behind bars. Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Wait, I've got some questions first. Can I put the book down and read the rest later? God damn it! Like, it's a book. That's the whole point of a book, is that I can put it down and pick it up later. Why does Dick Mullen wind up dead? Okay, I figured it out. You know what? I don't even care. Close the book. Put the book away. Okay, cool. I can put the book away. Right, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully I've not, like, ruined that book and I can read the rest later. I should let you go. Ding John Proxy. You're now leaving the proximity. I remember how to do that. I did look it up.